Super Bowl week, Thomas.
What's up, fellas?
And we've come to the end of year number 12.
Yep. It's been a long season.
It has been long.
It has. It's been fun. I think we wanted to start off. We didn't hit the first 2 weeks of the playoffs. We had other stuff going on. But
Actually, that was my fault. Tommy was trying to get in here, but I wasn't feeling well one week, and the other week I had to work late. So,
yeah, well, I wasn't going to say that, but
well, I am.
So what I wanted to go over was I wanted to give a shout out to the people that were in the playoffs. So just starting from how I wrote on the paper, Child's Play. This was their 6th playoff appearance, and he's only been in, I would say, maybe 8 years.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, heck of a job. The Tots. This was their 7th playoff appearance in 12 years. They've been to the Super Bowl 3 times. Now this year making it 4, and they're currently 2-1. Depending on the outcome here, they'll add another win in one of those columns or loss. Cooley, this was his 2nd playoff appearance. He had a hell of a year this year. He won his division, and I mean, he was looking like the favorite last week going into that matchup. Thug Nasty. Nobody gave that guy a chance.
Dude, he almost won without a quarterback.
Yes. I couldn't believe it. This was his 8th playoff appearance, and he is, I believe, 3-1 in the Super Bowl.
Outstanding, Thug.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Hawk Stars won their division, 7th playoff appearance for them in the 12 seasons, and he was 0-1 in that time in the playoffs in the Super Bowl, but he made it. Fear the Turtle, 7th year in the playoffs. He was 1-0 in the Super Bowl. Washington Foreskins, 4th year. I think he's been around for about 6 or 7 years himself. So he's got a pattern of making it. He was 0-1 in the Super Bowl. And then we got Refuse to Lose here. This was their 3rd year making the playoffs. They are obviously in the championship game this weekend, and we'll see how that goes.
We want to thank our final sponsor, Busch Light.
It's been a while. I would say probably 20 years, high school days.
Yeah, so we want to thank our friends from Anheuser-Busch out of Milwaukee, Missouri.
Same great taste.
Well, Thomas, what do you think about the Super Bowl this week?
I think it's going to be a close game. I don't pay attention to your side too much during the season. I'm sure you're probably the same. You know, we do the draft and we rate it and all that, but really paying attention, I don't do too much on that side. Refuse has a heck of a team. I think he's loaded from top to bottom. Receivers are outstanding. I think it's going to be a close game. Again, Tots, I think that they're also loaded. Right now, the current projections are 102 to 103 in favor of Refuse. I think that, honestly, I think his receivers are going to be what pushes him over the top. So I think he probably wins this game, I would say, by 8. But the Tots ain't going to give up, I can tell you. We're working hard to make sure we got the right lineup in, and if everybody plays like they can and we can put up 125 points, I think that it might be enough to get them to win also. But if I had to pick and I wasn't involved in the game, I think on paper I would take Refuse by 8.
Now that Refuse has made it, Fear the Turtle was obviously lost a close matchup to him. Who do you wish was in there, Fear the Turtle or...
Looking at the 2 lineups, I would have rather, wanting to win, I would have wanted to play Josie, Fear the Turtle. They beat me during the regular season. They played me, I want to say, week 9, and I had half my team on a bye, so I would have liked to have played him with my full lineup to see if there would have been a different outcome. So, yeah, I would have rather played them.
All right. We hope everybody comes out. So here's the thing with the Dynasty texts y'all been getting. We are going to do that whether it be 10, 12, 14, or 16 teams. We hope everybody comes out, and if you have someone that's outside of the league, they're welcome to come too if they're interested in joining. I think Ray's going to bring a guy. That's what he texted out. He was going to bring a guy. That's fine to do to the party. I mean, we don't care who comes to it. Of course, we would like every team in the league to come just to bullshit and hang out and hear what we have to say. There will be lunch served, and the coolers will be filled with ice cold beverages and sponsorships from the year 2020. But this league's going to be different. It's going to be fun, different. We're not getting rid of this league. I've had some comments. Well, are we getting rid of this league? No. As a matter of fact, if you're hung up on, well, I'm going to swing this way and only do one. Well, we want you to stay in this one if you're going to do that, because this other one, it like we said, it's different, but you're in there for a long haul. It's not just, like year to year where when we send a text out, oh, I'm in this year, I'm out this year. If you commit to the Dynasty League, we need you to be around for a while. So did I touch base on all that?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, all the research that me and Ryan have looked into, I know there's some of you out there that are kind of looking into it too. Most of them say to make it worthwhile, it's a 10-year deal. You got to be willing to stick through this league for 10 years.
Which, I mean, not to cut you off, but we have several guys that have been doing this for 12 years.
Yeah.
And no sign of anybody, some of these teams ever leaving until me and Tommy fold the book up and call it quits.
Right.
Which, I mean, I don't see that happening anytime soon, but we need a group pretty much like we got here where you're not going to leave. So, anyways, we're not trying to jump ahead of ourselves. Come to the party. We'll talk it out. We need feedback because the rules can be different than what we have going on here. And I know you guys know that me and Tommy are pretty stern with the rules here. We're willing to change whatever we need to for this new Dynasty League.
Even the roster, how we have flex players. I mean, we can discuss there's so many things that we need to talk about on that Saturday to develop this league. That's why we're asking for everybody's input, because you don't want to get into something for a 10-year thing to where I don't want to play that way.
Right. And see, what I believe our plan is to get everybody's feedback on this, and then me and him will come together and we'll write out a rule book based on what everybody said.
Right.
We can't promise because one guy might want this and one guy might want that. It's gonna come to us two to decide what the final outcome would be on the
final
particular
decision.
rules.
I mean, majority is going to rule. I mean, that's I think initially when we set it up, and the other thing is, this season's over come Monday, maybe Sunday. It's over. Dynasty, it doesn't end. You can make trades. You can do all these things in the off season. You can constantly mess with your roster year round.
That's correct.
So that's where it gets to be different. But again, that's where we need to have this face to face and kind of see where we can get 12 to 16 crazy other fantasy football players that are diehards ready to do this.
Yeah, so when you're 20 other leagues you guys play in, if you got a real good friend or something that wants to do a dynasty league or has been interested in one, feel free to bring them. Like I said, we want everybody here. And again, if you're not interested, come.
Yes.
We want everybody here. But we will be talking about the dynasty league after the during the party.
Yeah.
So that's all I have, Tom. Good luck this week, man.
Thank you.
Refuse, good luck. I'm glad to see you in there. I like to see new faces in there. I wish you the best, and we'll see y'all soon.
See you.